Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to put on the Color Street nails. I've been using them for about a year, so I put them on, probably at least, I want to say 6 to 8 times. My nails last a really, really long time. And I do a lot of dishes, I have kids, so I am totally hooked on these. So if you want a free sample, I'll submit my link below. And if you get a free sample, you're going to get a little what we call a twosie, and it's kind of just a random set of nails. And 2 of these will typically do 4 nails. If you have super long nails or super long fake nails, you might not be able to get 2 out of it, but I can always get 2 out of it because this is about as long as I like my nails. And I can actually go a little bit longer and still get 2 out of it, and you can kind of measure it and see. You'll get a little description on how to do it. I know it's hard to read, but it's in my Facebook page. This video is going, so you can always refer back to it. You're going to get a prep pad, and you're going to get a file. And these are the things you're going to get if you request a free sample. So, first thing we're going to do is I'm going to open up. I think you can rip that open. I just never do because I always make a mess of everything. And then I'm going to take the prep pad, and I'm just going to, let's see, well, first I need to figure out which nails I'm going to do. So this actually fits my pinky. I have kind of wider nails, so I'm going to do my pinky for this video, and I might just do the finger next, or the finger in the middle, and maybe paint them just to offset them. So these will be 2 highlighted nails of the Color Street, which I suggest you do, and then paint them with your regular nail polish so you can get a good determination how much longer it's going to last than your regular polish. So I'm going to prep pad the pinky finger and the middle finger. Let that dry a little bit. And while that's going on, I'm going to go ahead and pull these apart. And there's a little down here by the purple, and these are different colors a lot of the time, but you'll see like a clear top coat actually bend off. What you want to do is you want to peel that off, and you're just going to be done with that. And then I like to peel my entire strip off. Take off this bottom part carefully. I have been known to rip that before, but it's not a big deal. You can always take it off your you can always cut that part off and use the other part of the nail. And with either cuticle pusher or with your fingernail, you can push the cuticle back. I've actually taken and cut my cuticles off with a little cutter. You don't have to do that. I just get really long cuticles. You just want to make sure that you don't put this on your cuticle, because that'll cause it to flip up. And I'll show you, I'll probably screw it up, so I'll show you how to fix it. This is why I love these things. You can actually mess around with them, mess it up, and then fix it later. So what you want to do is you want to just lay that down as right underneath the cuticle if you can. And I don't always get it very straight, just kind of wherever. And take my nail, see what happens. See, I got it on the cuticle, so I'm just going to take my nail and I'm going to push into it gently, because I'll be able to rip that off here a little bit later. And then I'm going to go from the top, and I'm just going to squish it around my nail. And if you can see, I am going over my skin there because this side is actually a little bit big, too big for my nail, but the other end is a little bit skinnier, so the other nail won't be as bad. I'm just going to take my nail, and you can do this with a cuticle pusher as well. I don't know if it's called a cuticle pusher, that's what I'm calling it. And I'm just going to keep digging it in like this, okay? This actually does not take this long. I'm just going slower for the video. And then I'm going to fold it over the tip of my nail like this. Some people use a file to file straight down. I find it easier for me. It's to just simply rip it off like so. And then squish it over the tip of my nail like that. Make sure it's sticking everywhere, and then I'll come back to this. And then take this off my finger. Okay. Got a little bit of a fold in it, but that's okay. We can deal with that. I'll fix it in a minute. There we go. And stick it on the other nail just below the cuticle. And the nice thing about this, you see how many times I can replace this, which I do. Like I said, I've been doing this for a year, and yet I still take like 2 or 3 times to put it on. But you see how that one, because it's a little bit thinner on that end and I placed it better, it's not on top of the cuticle at all. I'm just going to keep pushing it on. Okay, and I was able to squish that fold out, and I'm going to bend it over and simply rip it off. This nail is really short because I slammed it in a door, and I had my Color Street glitter on, and my nail pulled all the way off, clear down to here, and the Color Street glitter kept my nail from popping all the way off, so I was able to tape, literally medical tape my nail down and like cut just the end of it off. And over the next 3 or 4 days, I continued cutting the nail off until this was healed under here. And then I took the nail polish off and had a new nail growing in. So I actually would definitely not going without nails again, because had I not had that Color Street glitter on, chances are very likely that my nail would have ripped off and I wouldn't have had that grace period to let it heal before the underneath the nail was exposed. So these nails, I guess, saved a lot of extra pain with that. Okay, so now you can see these 2 nails right here. That's the difference in length, is again because this one broke off. So now what I'm going to do over here is I'm simply just going to take my thumb like this, because I pierced it with my fingernail to make it rip easily. Literally take it off the skin like so. Okay, so I'll do the other one a little bit faster. Okay, and I like to start with my pinkies and go to my thumbs because I use these fingers to do my other nails. So I would highly suggest that. I mean, maybe not everybody does, but I've learned the hard way by using my thumbs first, or doing my thumbs first, and then they ruined by the time I was finished with my other nails. Okay, so again, I've already pushed my cuticle off here, trimmed it, put this on, see if it's where you want it, squish it on. So you see how much faster you can get at this when you've done it a while. Stick it over the end of my nail. This one actually went on really well. Now you want to be careful. I don't just rip this off really fast. I rip it off slow, because I have ruined a couple nails because I got all excited and ripped it off. And then I ripped the nail down the half, and I still put the same one on. I put half on here and then positioned the other half, but it definitely looks better if you can keep it all one piece. And then I'm going to put this one on. The hardest time doing this with my left hand. Okay. I got a little bit right here that's not going to get covered, so I'm going to pull it off gently and reposition it again because I did not get it straight. It's a little bit better. Still didn't get on straight, but I'm going to leave it. I mean, you're going to tell even if I don't get it on perfectly straight, not even be able to tell. See, that part right there was actually above my cuticle, and I just pushed it under. I don't have to cut it off because I was able to put it under my cuticle. So I got this. And as I bring it over the end of my finger, I'm just going to rip it off. And ta-da! So now I might either pull out a couple more samples and put on there. I don't know if I want to waste my samples, because I want to give them away to anyone that wants to try it. I'm going to go see if I have any nail polish to somewhat match this. I'm waiting for my St. Patrick's Day nails, so I'm excited to put those on. I might do another video and put that whole set on live, but that is how easy it is. And they're already dry. Like, they will take, you know, a little while to totally adhere to your nail, but like I can do stuff with these right now. So I prefer to do these before bed, actually, because by the time I wake up in the morning, they're totally set. I don't have to worry about it. Now, Color Street does have a top coat that I have yet to try. I'm getting some here in a couple weeks, so I'm definitely going to try the clear top coat. But for now, I use this Sally Hansen gel coat just because I like just to make sure I have just a little bit extra toughness to it. So I just put it on really quickly, just a little bit, and this stuff dries in like super fast, like 5 minutes. I've never used a nail polish that's dried so well. Plus, I like the shiny coat on this. I'm not a matte coat lover. Maybe I need to try it and see, but that's all I do. Just put a little bit on there. In about 5 to 10 minutes, I'm ready to go. But you don't have to do that. It's just something I choose to do. So I will share my links in the bottom. And there's a Google form you can fill out to get a free sample. And let me know how you like them. Peace out.